And this is why I chose to do my own thing and have something going on outside. This is why. You may be feeling like no one is hiring right now. And I'm going to tell you something. You're not the only one that feel like it. Take a look at this video, right? This has 30 some plus views. And there is a lot of comments under here saying that they are going through the same thing, which means you're not alone. I'm telling you. Now, in today's world, it may feel like a nightmare. Granted, we are in 2025, so things might change. I want you to keep going. I want you to keep looking and keep going. Please, please. That's the only way you're going to persevere through a lot of what you're going through and a lot of the struggles that you're going through. Now, I'm going to dive in. You may feel like you are, how can I say, delusional right now, or feel like you overthinking, like, am I tripping or is they just denying me? No, I'm about to tell you what go on. Listen, from what I've seen four of the craziest things ever. The first one y'all seen, obviously, that I told y'all about, which that kind of hurt me because it was like, dang, what if that could be me in that situation? Do you get what I'm saying? He got kids that he taking care of. Even brought him to the damn interview. I was like, that's crazy, crazy. That little girl wanted something out the vending machine. He was like, we can't even do it. That hurt. Because there's a lot of people going through that, right? Here's the thing. And this is why I decided to start my own stuff and have other things going. Because it is. I seen the illusion thing of hiring. Jobs do, for example, they'll do like a job fair. Hear me good. It's smart on the business side of things, but it's kind of messed up when you understand like what go on behind it. So let's say there's a job fair going. You see it, you like, damn, I'm about to go. It start at 3. You go at 3. Whole time, this job already has a set amount of people that they want to get in. And it might be even 50. They might only need 50. Let's just say. You might be lucky number 100 that day. You want to know what's going to happen? They're going to interview you, but 9 times out of 10, they're going to have you go through this whole process of signing up with an email and doing all this, and then they'll send you jobs through your email. You're not going to get it. Long story short. You're going to go through the whole interview process. They're not going to call. They're going to send you email alerts. I don't want no email alert. We need a job. Do you get what I'm saying? And a lot of them do this. That they call it a talent pool. That's what that's called. And it's where they have no real intent to hire you immediately. They say they do, but it's no intent of doing that. Their intent is to have a certain amount of people hired that they have in their mind. Now let's move on. There's other things I've seen in jobs where it's called like a budget freeze. That's what I call it. Budget freeze. Or they freeze a certain amount of money that they have. Okay, so let's just say budget freeze. This job may only have a certain amount of money to hire people, get equipment, items, whatever it may be. They might only have a certain amount of money. So here's what's going to happen. First, they're going to start off with people like my part-time workers. You might only work part-time, right? What's going to happen is in the company, they're going to start cutting off hours. And it's going to start with you. It's going to start with you. And they're going to cut out all the part-time people. The next, they're going to have to figure out something to get these full-time people to quit. So they might start timing you. They might even start cracking down on rules. You clocking in early or clocking in late or clocking out late. They're going to start doing all these things, right? And what it's going to do is it's going to create this weed them out method. That's what I call it. To get full-time people out. That way they can budget cut. Because right now, you in a budget. They paying you money. So say you a full-time person. You quit. What's going to happen is, or get fired. What's going to happen is they're going to hire a couple part-time people. They just saved money. We're going to give them a couple hours and then we got rid of a full-time person. It's smart if you think about it. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's smart as hell. As a business, that is very smart to do. but it's so messed up in the end. Do you get what I'm saying? Not only that, you got these unrealistic qualifications that you want a person to have. And the job might be at damn Walmart. Do you understand how unrealistic a job sounds when you might be applying to a Walmart job. They want you to have 4 or 5 years experience in retail, know how to work a pallet jack, just it don't even got to just be that. But when you look at jobs, like, they're so unrealistic in the amount of experience that you need. It's stupid. It's stupid. How do you expect somebody to have experience, that much experience, when people are graduating into finding a job? Or maybe it's somebody that hasn't worked retail at all. They've been working somewhere else and don't really got that type of experience. What happened to jobs doing on-job training? What happened to that? Everything kind of went to shit after 2020. I see. That's crazy. I'm understanding that this job market has shifted. It's been a real big shift. And if you don't understand or don't know what I'm talking about, you better get acquainted. You better get acquainted. I'm not going to lie. Like I said, during 2020, everything changed. Not everything now is just, I feel like it's just oversaturated. It's oversaturated for a lot of things. A lot of positions is oversaturated. Nowadays, the thing is, you got to learn a skill, bro. Learn a skill, whether you trying to freelance your skill like me, because I know how to edit now and I edit for other people. I edit shorts and YouTube videos now. But it took me a while to understand how to edit. I didn't know how to edit. You get me? Like, I didn't know none of that. But now you have to have some type of skill to make money, right? You have to have some type of, I hear people say go to trade school all the time. Even those people are having a tough time finding a job, people. Don't think because you go to school or trade school or college, you just gonna jump into a job, bro. It's hard out here for a lot of people. I know people with degrees that struggle in finding another job. So how that work? You tell me that. I mean, they obviously got more experience than the average person if they got a degree. They done went to school. They got plaques. And they can't find a job. How does that even logically make sense? That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie though. Remote work is booming. It's starting to boom now. Like, a lot of more people are starting to work from home. And that's where, like, a freelance skill comes into play. Cause you could do, like, editing at home. Like, I edit at home. A lot of people want to do content, but you gotta grind for the content side of things. Like, you gotta really grind for that. There's a rise in gig work now. Like, a lot of more people are doing entrepreneur work because they understand that this system is so rigged. It's majority of the story of what I'm saying. Companies cutting costs due to economic uncertainty. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. And more people, like I said, they picking up the entrepreneur side. Can you really blame them? Not really. Especially when jobs don't like to pay. They don't. They do more cutting out budget wise than wanting to pay you money. They cut out but want you to do more but don't want to pay. You can't expect that from everybody. Now, I know everybody's situation is different. I get it. I get it. I get it. But inflation versus, like, wages, it's a big difference. Everything high right now, but the wages don't want to match the inflation. You get me? Inflation way up here, but wages is down here. And they want you to play catch up. Nobody wants to play catch up all their life. You get what I'm saying? Nobody wants to do that. This creates a lot of anxiety for people, a lot of depression for people. You get people that work multiple jobs. Shit, I was working 3, 4 if you count YouTube. You get what I'm saying? Like, and let's just say I didn't have debt. Let's just say I didn't have debt at all. What if I was a person that had kids? What do you do then? Go back into debt for school? What do you do then? You get what I'm saying? A lot of people's situations are different, but I'm sure we can all agree that the way inflation is, wages need to keep up with inflation for every job. That's just my opinion. I don't care if you work fast food. You should still be able to at least keep your head above water. At least. But you can't. You can't. I done seen jobs ghost people. Shit, it happened to me in about what 20 2017. I had a job. I called. They said, "Oh yeah. We got your resume. We just interviewed you on Friday." They knew all that information. No call back. Ghosted. That's what they do. So when I hear multiple stories of people going through the same thing, I believe it. I believe it because I know how jobs operate. And that's just something that they do. Why? I have no idea. It don't do nothing but piss you off sometimes. I get it, bro. I get it all too well. Um, but there's a couple solutions that we can do when it comes to that. Number one, from what I've learned, find a skill that you can use outside of work. Yep. It can be anything that has to do with online businesses. Um, you learn how to edit. You learn how to manage social medias for people. Um, shoot, I'm about to eventually get into credit fixes where I fix people's credit because I fixed my own. We got to figure out a solution. I figured out a couple. I don't have all the answers though, but for majority, I have figured out something that's been working for me. And that's getting a skill that pays online, getting a skill that pays outside of your job, whether that is, you might be an electrician, you might be a carpenter, um, things like this. It don't got to be those two that I just named, but finding something that's gonna make you money outside of your job. For a long time, I was shooting music videos. Like I was always a person with a camera, always, always, and I just knew how to make money with a camera from day one. I've been doing this since 2017. I stopped in 2020 due to COVID because nobody could come out. And that's when YouTube started going for myself. I decided to, take that route. And it worked out. Yes, I had to grind, but I'm happy I did. Networking and understanding that this LinkedIn, this Indeed, it ain't it no more, bro. I seen somebody comment, bro, I deleted LinkedIn. I don't blame you, bro. I really don't. I advise anybody to, or tell anybody, try to start your own thing, bro. No matter what it is, you can get into drop shipping. You can get into something outside of here because these jobs, it's hard. It's hard finding something. You got to go to school if you really want a good paying job. You got to get in the medical field, um, doctor, lawyer. Those is the jobs that's going to pay if you go to college. That's what you spend your money to go to if you go to college. Now, skill-wise, tech, cybersecurity, and anything that has to do with online jobs is what's paying remotely from the crib. That's something that I would advise anybody to get into. Um, Focus on what you can control. Don't focus on a broken system. All right. A lot of people focus on the wrong things. I want you to focus on what you can fix. Understand that rejection is not, it's not your worth, bro. It's not. I know a lot of people get down when they get rejected from a job. Excuse me. And I don't want you to feel like that. The way it's set up is jobs are meant to either you gonna get it or you don't. When you understand that logic, it makes it a whole hell of a lot easier for you to just move on to the next and just keep going. It really does. I don't dwell on stuff no more. So I want people to think about long-term solutions, adaptability, right? And I'm not gonna lie to you. I've said a couple of things like I'll put this video here. I got another one there. And I always tell people, have different streams of income, bro. Have different streams of income. I know I get a lot of hate on my day trading videos, right? But the thing is, that's making money right now. At least me. I just made before this video even cut on. I just made $2,000. Hey, just so don't nobody think I'm capping. That's today. That's today. That's today. No lie. In like 10, 20 minutes. After losing 300 my last episode. But the money is here. It just needs to be printed. That's it. That's it. I'd rather do my own thing than have to deal with that. I'm sorry. And if anybody feels a way, that's cool. But I see so many people going through it that it's like, bro, why would somebody want to endure that type of pain every day? Jobs aren't hiring the way they used to. They might be hiring now, but the way that they used to, where you can get one in a snap of a finger, it ain't like that no more, y'all. It's not. It's not. I don't know if this video helped anybody, but the key things I want people to take away from here, bro, is have some type of skill that you can use outside of here. Build on that skill, freelance that skill, and have 3 different types of income coming in, bro. At least. At least. And one of them is going to be your skill that you can branch out and do other things with. That's what people need to understand. Build a skill, have the skill, use the skill, and that's it. Have something else going outside of whatever you focused on, which may be your job. Have something else going on. That's how you gonna win.